Today is a requested makeup look. I've put up a few new images on Instagram and it's sort of more of a full coverage, I guess, natural foundation, and I've got a lot of requests to do this, so I will do it for you. I will be mainly focused on the way to do a foundation so that it looks natural, a bit more three-dimensional than just putting on, you know, a full face of foundation and nothing else. So I hope you like it, and let's get started. Go in with foundation, and again, Emily Wilson Cosmetics in the HD Foundation. It's what I used in the pictures, so obviously that's why I'm using it in the videos. And I'm just going to go in with a flat top kabuki brush. And apply that all over. Now we'll apply it all over the face, including under the eyes and on top of the eyes, but I go in there when I've got less foundation on my brush. And this just helps it look a bit more seamless, so you're not seeing when the foundation, where the foundation stops and starts. I'm matching my foundation up pretty close to my face colour, even though I'm a bit warmer in my chest. The way I do this foundation look, I warm up around the perimeter of the face, and that will help tie that through to my chest then. It does make it a bit easier when it comes to trying to match your colour, for any of you who have trouble doing that. I do want you, I guess, as you're watching the video, to pay attention to what this makeup's going to look like now with just foundation, which is how a lot of you will just go out. Try and hide, you know, your couple of pimples, pop it on. If you're a bit insecure about your skin, you know, you'll pop your foundation on and you'll head out of the house just like that, because it's quick and easy. But I just want you to compare it to the finished product and just see if you like it better, and hopefully you do. If you think it looks a bit more natural as well. Okay, so that's the foundation, and now it's time to go in and conceal, highlight, and give the face some dimension. I'm in with the concealer trio just to cover up these little pimples that I have. And I'm just mixing them to create the shade closest to the foundation. If it's lighter, it's just going to pull those pimples out even more. And because they have a yellowish greeny undertone, it just helps to neutralise that colour. And we're going to go in around the nose as well. Alright, so now we've concealed the areas, we're just going to highlight. Still using a concealer. I'm taking Emily Wilson Cosmetics liquid concealer in C35, so around a shade lighter than my foundation. And we're just going to go in over the top, and I'm not using a great deal, just to now brighten under there. And it's totally up to you if you want to do the midsection of your face, but with the way I'm doing this foundation, it's not necessary. But I like the way it looks. So then I'm just going in with a little dome top brush and just going to blend that in, because I don't want to see where that concealer starts and stops. I just want it to all look like it's one foundation. But the aim here is we're pulling up the high points of the face, trying to lift those out, and that's what's going to give you more dimension and make you look more youthful and fresh. And then go over the top of the eyelids to help neutralise any blue or any veins. And then this is probably the main step that makes this different from just popping on a plain foundation, and it's going in and warming up the perimeter of the face. Now a lot of you will maybe have done it with contour powder in the past, but if before you put on powder you go in with another cream in a darker colour, So I'm going in with the liquid concealer again, but obviously this is a little bit different to this shade. And I'm going to pop it on the outside of the face, and this is in C11. It's still on a warm tone, so it's going to be more of a bronzy tone than I suppose what you would normally use as a contour, being more ash, but it will still help push back those areas. So we're applying them still on your contour spots predominantly, so your cheekbones there, helping push that back, up around the hairline. I'm just going in with, this basically looks like a blush brush, but it's just a bit narrower, so it helps keep that line better on the face, and we're just blending that away. And so it's just buffing into the foundation, and again, so it all sort of looks like one application. And these are the areas that the sun sort of naturally hits, especially on your forehead. This is one of the biggest things to do to help your makeup look more natural. Whether you go in with a bit of bronzer, a powder, or you do it this way, or a bit of contour powder, by putting this across the temple, you've warmed up the area that is naturally darker. When you put your foundation on next, just have a look. You'll probably find that it's matching to the center of your face, maybe to the outside of your face, and then as you get to your forehead and you apply it, it just feels like it's making your forehead look a lot more pale, and that's simply because that's just a warmer area naturally. And we're going to contour the nose as well, a totally optional step, but since we're doing this video, I may as well do the whole lot to show you how it looks. And the tiniest of dots to warm up the cheek. That's not your cheek, to warm up the chin area. So while there's next to nothing on there, it's not so much contouring, just framing the face. Hoping you can start to see the difference now from when we just put on the foundation. So now I've warmed up around the outside of the face. You should be able to see it looking a little bit more 3D, and you know, sort of slightly brighter through the center, a bit warmer around the edge. It's not a harsh look. This is not designed to look strongly contoured by any means. This is so that you can wear it every day. So now we're going to go in and powder everything. You can stop here if you're not oily. Feel free to stop here and put on some cream blush and finish off your makeup here. You don't necessarily need the powder. But I like to powder because I do get oily, and it also helps the longevity of the makeup. So I'm just going in with the jewel powder. Sorry, it's really hard. This is falling apart because I keep using it. It's just, we're going to go in with this one here. Go in. It is going to help the coverage factor. So we're going to go in. This is just a Real Technique setting brush. I don't want a lot of powder under the eyes, otherwise they're just going to look all cakey. But I like to set those areas first, and any creases, pat them out and set them before I go in with my bigger brush and do the rest of the face. So any pimples, your under eye areas, set them first softly, pat it in. And I am only doing this very lightly. This is again Emily Wilson Cosmetics, and I'm going in with this shade here, the Ashy Brown, so it's number 5. And we're going to work over those areas to create more of a shadow effect. And this is just the same brush I blended everything in with. We've contoured, and now we are going to bronze to warm it up even more. This is Brazilian Light in the Emily Wilson Cosmetics. It's a beautiful shade, honestly. It's more of a greeny undertone as opposed to, which maybe most of you think sounds silly, as opposed to an orange undertone. So you're not going to just look orange, you're actually going to look like more of a natural bronzed look. I guess like you're buying your fake tans, you know, a good fake tan is generally more of a greeny base, and it helps it look more natural, and especially if you are more of an olivey complexion like I am, having that greeny undertone helps it look a lot better. This is Soft Spun in my range. It's more of a rosy gold highlight, which I find suits majority of skin tones nicely. It's not too white, so we're not going to glow white on the cheekbones. And all we're doing is taking it on the high points. So I wrap it around the eye and above the eyebrow slightly. Down the centre of the nose. And this is just a fan brush. This is Napoleon's BR17. This helps keep it on those areas better. So that's the foundation without obviously anything else. No lip colour or eyebrows on yet. So I'm going to quickly do those, come back and show you what it looks like complete. Alright, so I'm back. Lips on, cheeks done, eyebrows done. I hope you like the way the foundation looks. I hope you learnt a little bit from the tutorial and you can take something away. Even if you don't do every step and you just change one thing and you've added in a bronzer to frame your face, just see how much of a difference it makes. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.